What's up, guys? This is the new camera, and so far I love it. I played around with it a little bit this last week because I was in West Yellowstone, and that was a pretty awesome... Hold on, this is backlit. That's better. Okay, anyway, West Yellowstone was a pretty awesome trip. We had a lot of fun. So it was me with a few buddies, and then we took the 14 and 15-year-old young men who were in our church congregation, because we do that with them once a year. And we're up at Island Park. We got to float the Henry's Fork of the river. We got to see moose. And then we saw a bear. We did a little bit of cliff jumping with some really ugly backflips. We saw some of the geysers. And then we went out to Jackson Hole and did a little bit of whitewater rafting. So really fun week. It was a blast. Style, there was a little bit of concern for that there. I mean, obviously you pack stuff, and in fact, let me show you. Let me show you what I bought just for that week. Hold on. So I got these Danner boots, and if you guys know about the brand Danner, they make some awesome stuff, but these are a little bit different than their traditional ones. They've got the Vibram soles, and it's a suede as opposed to like a hard leather, but it still very much follows the traditional aesthetic that you associate with Danner. And these things were money. I really like these. In fact, I'm going hiking again tonight, and I will be using those as we go hiking tonight. So they were a good purchase. I want to talk to you guys about the question that I asked you in the last video, but we're not going to do that here. We're going to do this in the car because I'm on my way to the gym. So let's go do that. What is this? Like, yeah, did you talk with my hand? I don't know. You like this bacon floaty right here? Yeah, that's pretty fun, right? Okay, first of all, you guys who made the comments talking about the balance between authenticity and ambition, loved what you guys had to say, and I'm almost entirely 100% in agreement with what you guys had to bring up, especially the idea of not going too far above and beyond where you actually are. Like, there has to be a balance, because otherwise you start to look like a fake and a poser. I think that that's a crucial thing, but I do think that there's one other thing that kind of ties into this that's really important and you need to know. By the way, if you like my gym clothes, you want links to that, I've got them down below. Anyway, it's the idea that who you need to be authentic to is not the current version of yourself, but the best version of yourself. And I know that that can sound like it's kind of a nebulous thing, and for a lot of guys, they don't even know what the best version of them looks like, and that's fine. I mean, if you don't know that, then part of becoming an adult and becoming a well-rounded man is at least setting goals or establishing a vision of what the best version of you looks like, and then starting to work towards that. And so maybe it's version 2.0, and then when you get to version 2.0, you can get an idea of what version 3.0 looks like. I don't know, maybe that's the way that it works, but you don't want to just be authentic to the man you are now. You want to be authentic to the best version of yourself, or at least a better version of yourself than what you currently are. And I think that when you do that, then that's when it doesn't feel fake. In fact, it feels even more freeing and more open and inviting, because you're just like, okay, this is the kind of man that I've always wanted to be. And I mean, when you think about that stuff, you think about the way that your life will be. You think about what your relationships will be like. You'll think about what you're ideally doing for your career. And as you go through and you mentally visualize what this looks like, at some point in that picture in your head, you're going to have a picture of what you actually look like. Some of that will be what kind of shape you're in. Some of that will be what your clothing looks like. And so if you can picture in your head what that man looks like, and you can start dressing that way, then that's when you're really getting this balance down between authenticity and ambition. Because the ambition is the same thing as the authenticity. You're trying to get to the best version of yourself. Not the best version that your wife wants from you, not the best version that your boss wants from you, not the best version that some music group, or you know what I mean? It's not like when you're a teenager and you just like want to fit in. You guys know what I'm saying. You want to be the best version of yourself. So I think that is where the balance on all of that, or on those two variable lies, is the best version of you. That's all I wanted to talk about in regards to this week's topic. So let's continue on this, because I really love how you guys contributed to that understanding. My question for you guys going into this next week is, do you believe that a man should ever or never or sometimes have an emotional response to another man's clothing? And let me just give you some background on that. If you spend any time online, especially in groups or forums, whether that's like MFA on Reddit or the Real Man Real Style group on Facebook or any of these other kind of larger communities, most men who are on there will have some sort of like visceral emotional reaction to what they consider to be bad style. And even in non-style centric forums, if you go onto one like the Order of Man Facebook group, or others that are just kind of geared more towards general masculinity, the comments when somebody asks a style related question always seem to get really, really heated and really emotional. And so my question for you guys is, do you think that a man should or should not ever have an emotional reaction to another man's clothing? If he should, why? If he shouldn't, why? If there are certain situations in which he should, where does the rule exist and why does that exist? So I want to hear what you guys have to think about that. And then I'm going to continue to do my own research and develop my own thoughts, and we'll talk about that in the next video. Now, if you want to know the 6 essential steps for a perfect and timeless style, go check this out right here. If you want to watch more videos like this one, then go check this out right here. And if you are not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you go ahead and do that by clicking this button below. I will talk to you guys on the next one.